Hello everyone, today I'm going to be painting a mixed media painting. So what I have here is some cardstock. I just glued the top layer onto this other paper. I did the same with this one, and I cut out a butterfly here. These are cardstock. Right here I have papers that I had copied from my own painting. This is the same. So I'm going to try to use a lot of my artwork. And here is just a fun little Snapchat picture that I did, and I printed it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint right here. So the theme is going to be Space Astronaut. So I'm going to paint this off that. And I am using a mixed media paper, so I'm really hoping that it'll work out. I can already see it folding a little bit, which I do not like, but I was out of big canvas. I would have preferred a canvas even bigger than this size. So I'm just putting down a coat here. And I do have two types of paint. I had already poured out this one thick one here. And then I poured out this other one. So I don't want to waste it, so I'll probably mix it in together. So my whole idea is to paint this black, and then I will be layering the paper, and I'm going to put my picture on top, and I'll probably paint a little over it. It's going to be a little tricky because it is just paper and I don't want it to get messed up. It's not canvas or any thick kind of paper, it's just computer paper. I'm also planning on using some pictures from a magazine. If I have room, I will do that. So, okay, let's see here. Some of this is going to be covered with all the paper, and if I decide to paint on top, this is just for the background, just in case something shows through. And so I'm assuming outer space will be black. At least I'm thinking it will, just so that way the picture and everything else will pop out with the colors. I don't want it all to be black and white. So what I have here is I'm using some Galleria paint. That's the more expensive paint. And then, of course, I have this Craft Smart paint. It's cheaper. On canvases, I prefer to use the Galleria paint, the Winsor & Newton. So what I'm going to do is I am planning on putting my picture down and somehow I'm going to attempt to make some type of astronaut helmet. The picture I printed out was pretty big. And I want it to be pretty creative. I don't want it to be like anything you ever see. So if it's different, that is why. Lately, I have been working with mixed media. It's been fun cutting out paper and just putting it together. Okay. I think that's going to be okay. Put a little bit of water so it can smooth out a bit. Don't want to get paint on that. I can see that the reflection is showing that it's like a light blue green, but it's actually just black. Okay. This is soaking up pretty quick. All right. So what I'm going to do now is, I think I'm going to add a little bit of, let's say, stars. Not perfect stars, just like little sprinkles of stars. So I'm just going to get my brush and flick it. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the white? I'm just spraying it all over. Just using my brush like this. What I did was I put some paint and I put some water. Then I'm just doing this. Just letting it fly wherever it wants to. And of course, this will probably be covered up a little bit with all the paper I have. So you can make it go both ways. Just move your hand around so it won't just be the same pattern. Okay, my finger's getting stuck. Okay, that looks good. So, if you can see it, that's what it looks like now. All right, I also have some stamps that I might add. Okay, so what I have to do now is I have to get a brush, and what I will do is I will paint. I'm using some Mod Podge. So I'm just going to pick a spot. Right now there's hardly nothing on but paint, so I can go ahead and lay a couple of flowers down. But then when I have too many, I might want to wait and then put my painting down and then add more cutout of flowers or stars or whatever. So I painted it on the back and it's folding, and so I'm just going to place it down on here. So it's right there. I just figured I would just do a whole bunch of layering. It would save a lot of time on painting. I still have to paint, but it would just save so many hours if I used my old ones. So I'm just putting some Mod Podge in here. And I'm just going to pick another spot. And I'm going to put it right here. You can see that. So the paper pretty thin. I mean, it's wet, so it's pretty fragile right now. Okay, so here's the sunflower I painted before. And it's real big, but I still like it, and I think it'll work. I'm going to do the same thing. Hopefully I won't get paint all over it. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue. And on this, it's black and white. I could have printed it out or just cut another piece from this. But I am going to have plenty of color. So I think black and white will be fine. You could always use marker or crayons or matte pencils to color it if you wanted to on top of the paper. Okay, so I'm just going to place this just here. I know it's outer space, right? And I'm putting flowers, but I'm just trying to be creative and have fun. So here is my flower. So I'm going to continue to do the same thing. Here's another one. And I'm going to put it on. So this is going to take me a while. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that. And hopefully I can finish up today. And I'll be able to show you my artwork that I completed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and share. Have a good day.